Howdy ho. It is Monday, and it is, what, April 20th? I guess smoke him if you got him. It's 420. What's going on, Greg? I can't hear you.
Waka 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 is what I said when I first came on.
Oh, okay.
420, smoking, forgot him. I have a love-hate relationship with weed. I love it.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't like being impaired in general, so I try not to smoke and stuff I feel that way. That's why real talk. That's why I'm not
Mm.
drunk on this. I don't like to be drunk. I know.
That is
That's
a big aspect of the show. Although
drunk.
we could have just dropped that.
My fucking concept. I'm so stupid. I said on my air on Saturday, I was like, I always overextend myself, and it's true. I have so many thoughts and ideas that it literally, because now I'm trying to execute mixtape.
Yeah.
It takes an incredible amount of time
It does.
to start, and if you want to do it right, we can,
Yeah.
we can do like other people and show up and sit in, but we like production value here. Happy
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
I did not inundate you. Late at night, I had a rush of videos to come to me. I got to pee, and they were so good. So today, Mark, we're not going to bring you the Wheel of Wonder,
Yeah.
this magical mechanical thing over there. And
Oh, you know what? I think I forgot to put the numbers on it again. I just realized.
I don't even know what that looks like if you don't put the numbers on.
That's what it looks like. I gotta go.
Take a minute and put the numbers on. Oh shit. Okay. Give us 1 second, y'all. So we were having a conversation about adult friends and how some of your friends don't like when you make friends with your other friend. I know it sounds complicated. It's true.
Yeah, it's true.
People really don't like it as adults. I was told, you took my friend. So I was making a joke with Malcolm is friends with me. I said, I love people. I want everybody to bump uglies and smash hands and do everything. So I'm not that guy. But, you run into those people who say, listen, that's my friend. And they don't want to be friends. I am, for better or for worse, I am the talent scout here at M3. So I have to go out into the ether and make friends and recruit new talent and bring in people. So, and then we all become kind of like family. So, do I give a fuck? No, I do not.
Mm.
If you are in the sound of my voice, you have an opinion, drop it at Mail Media Mind on Facebook in the inbox, or you can hit me directly on Instagram, Talented Mr. Payton. Did that give you time enough, my friend, to put the numbers?
I think I got him. Let me double check.
We are good at this. I saw 1 through 20.
Yeah, there's something wrong with the 7 key on mine, so check 7 and 17. You're good.
There's a 17 and there's a 7.
Okay, good. Okay. So let's give it a spin. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, we don't know what's gonna. I don't even know what the video on this time. All y'all from number 15. Welcome to Middays with Malcolm and Greg at 4 p.m. on Mondays. We're kicking off the week here at M3. I'm feeling a lot better this week.
This is The Week in Trump. No jokes or commentary, just a dry, matter-of-fact list of the Trump administration shenanigans this week that we would otherwise forget next week for the week ending April 18th, 2026. J.D. Vance failed to negotiate a ceasefire with Iran while the president and secretary of state went to a UFC fight. Trump announced now the U.S. was blockading the Strait of Hormuz. He said the price of oil could be higher by the time of the midterms. He attacked the Pope on social media and called him weak on crime. J.D. Vance told the Pope to stick to matters of morality. Trump posted an AI pic of himself as Jesus and then deleted it. His acting AG said they won't be releasing any more Epstein files. His Justice Department is trying to reverse convictions for Proud Boys and Oath Keepers. He staged a press conference while receiving McDonald's via DoorDash, where he said he thought the AI picture was him as a doctor. J.D. Vance said when you have control of the House, Senate, and White House and there's not an election around the horizon, it's very easy to forget what your goal is. Trump said the Iran war was close to over. Dr. Oz said Trump thinks Diet Coke kills cancer. Pete Hegseth mistakenly quoted Pulp Fiction as a passage from the Bible. Trump incorrectly stated the Pope said Iran can have a nuclear weapon. He said we have a very good relationship with Iran right now. A judge, once again, blocked above-ground construction of his ballroom. He said he's never heard of a corner store. When asked about people struggling with the economy, his Treasury Secretary said, well, in their heart of hearts, they feel good. I'm not sure what they're telling the survey people. Trump announced the Strait of Hormuz is open, but the blockade is still in effect. He said he expects a deal within a day or two. He criticized the media for not thanking him over Iran. He criticized Tucker Carlson and Megyn Kelly as low IQ, Candace Owens as dumb and mentally ill, and Alex Jones as bankrupt and completely fried. He said we're actually cooling as a planet. He said Iran agreed to hand over nuclear dust and to never close the Strait of Hormuz again, and then Iran closed the strait over the U.S. blockade. Let me know what I missed in the comments, and remember, an archive of previous episodes is available.
It's hard to believe this shit is real, though. I think the one that really got me the most was his deranged comments at the Easter egg hunt. I mean, like, is this person paid to be a giant rabbit for the White House? Has to sit here and listen to the president say the most crazy shit imaginable. I think that's where he doubled down on his things with. I think he tweeted that this civilization ends tonight or whatever. That was on Easter that he sent that. Like, are you kidding me?
You think the bunny was a Democrat?
I don't know. I think he was a Republican. Just disappointed.
Oh, the Easter Bunny's a Republican. Stop passing on him. It's a rumor. Pass it on.
Okay. I don't know if I removed the number or not.
You did. You did not remove number 15.
Okay.
I think yesterday was actually the best day for the Democratic Party in a long time, and certainly this year. And that's because of the 3 events that happened yesterday with 4 elected or formerly elected officials that showed firsthand the future of the Democratic Party. So first and foremost, yesterday, this was an incredible collab. President Obama visiting with Mayor Zohran Mamdani in New York City, going to an elementary school. You might have seen the videos of them singing Wheels on the Bus together and reading to these kids. President Obama is still the most popular figure on the American left and with the broader American public. Zohran Mamdani, one of the party's rising stars. And part of the reason President Obama was there was to help support and tout Zohran Mamdani's universal child care program. And afterwards, Obama said, yeah, this is the type of stuff and the type of leadership that we need. And it was really amazing to see these guys together. And again, a different kind of politics. But then in the South, Jon Ossoff gave a rousing speech in Augusta, Georgia. I would really encourage you to watch Ossoff's speech or clips from it, because genuinely it is the kind of messaging that the Democratic Party needs. The faithless president depicts himself as Christ while he plunges the nation into wars of choice while he and his family rake in billions from foreign princes. Ossoff's relentless focus on corruption and the billionaire class, I think, is tremendous and something that all Democrats should focus on. And it really was an inspiring, incredible speech. Last but not least, Pete Buttigieg was in Tulsa, Oklahoma, a red state, to a sold-out crowd. He gave a really tremendous speech. A lot of his speech, Pete's speech, was focused on not just putting the pieces back together of what Trump broke, but building a new kind of politics and a new America. Crowd was engaged, they were into it, And again, in a red state of Oklahoma. What do these three events have in common? Well, they are the thread that ties together, I think, the future of the Democratic Party. And each and every one of them are saying, look, we're not going to go back to the way things used to be. We're not just going to try to tape together the democracy that existed prior to Donald Trump. A world where we can provide universal childcare to millions of children in this country, a world where we can actually root out corruption from our political system and end the billionaire dominance of it, and also build a new political system that works for everyone, and it doesn't just put back the pieces together. Well, three of these events, right? Zoran in Obama, Jon Ossoff in Georgia, and Pete Buttigieg represent a puzzle piece of the future of the Democratic Party. And yes, there's a lot of work to do, but damn, we don't have a lot of talented people who are in this party, who are in office, who are running for office, and change the narratives around what it means to be a Democrat and what it means to represent the American people. So yesterday gave me a lot of hope. I sincerely believe it should give you hope too.
Yeah, I pulled that one because are we broadcasting on YouTube?
Let me check.
Yeah. I'm getting messages from the people.
No, I posted links everywhere, and it looks like it's on.
Oh, it's on. Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure. We had on snafu this weekend, y'all. Just making sure. So that made me feel really good that we are starting early to getting it on getting the wheels of the bus to go round and round. It's always good to see from
Yeah, Zoran is pretty awesome too. Yeah, he's one of the few people who reminds you if you're just really good,
if you
win. Yeah, that Zoran's just really good.
Because I tell people all the time, retail politics still matter.
Yeah,
just good old fashioned.
Yeah, likability,
Yeah.
message, being able to message.
Right.
Yeah, number 16.
This is AI.
So I say.
So is this.
The left say Republicans aren't united.
So is this. This. You catch my drift. Leading up to the midterm elections, there have been hundreds, if not thousands, of fake AI accounts. And they're all saying the same thing.
The left say Republicans aren't united. That's funny. Because I bet I can get a Trump supporter from every state to comment.
And to the untrained eye, people are getting tricked into thinking these are real people. They're conventionally attractive, they're charismatic, they're being created at such a fast pace that they even seem reliable. And they speak directly into the camera, just like I'm doing right now. This is about scale. Experts call it flooding the zone. Instead of convincing you of one strong argument, they hit you with thousands of people saying the exact same thing. And they all look different enough that it seems like it's organic. So next time you're scrolling and you see someone speaking with passion, conviction, and clarity, ask yourself one question. Are they real?
Yeah, the funny thing is I got duped once, or a few times.
Did you?
So it was one of those AI grandmas. She was giving you homespun advice, and then you realize, she's.
That was you, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. I was like, what?
In the kitchen and bitch, don't do it. And
I mean, she had the language down perfectly, and that's what's so funny. What AI does well, it does amazingly well, and one of those is just language, right? It can understand and translate some of the nuances of languages that in the past.
But we're in number 9, and it's only getting better as the days go on.
Yep.
We are in trouble. That's all I know.
Okay, number 9.
Yep. Next, we're gonna have an AI president.
Let's make love together. Banana, pineapple, pound cake. Let's get into it. You need 2 sticks of butter, 2 cups of sugar, mix well. You need 4 eggs. You want to put them in one at a time. Mix well. 3 cups of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of milk, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1/3 cup of pineapple juice, 2 2 bananas. While mixing, grab the pineapples, cut in half, get your spray pan thoroughly. Then you want to add pineapples to the grooves, add your cake mix, tap sides, bake for 1 hour at 350 degrees. For icing, we're going to chop up some bananas, then we're going to chop up some pineapples, then we're going to add that to the mixer. Then we're going to add 2 cups of powdered sugar, a half a cup of heavy cream, and a 1/3 cup of pineapple juice. Mix well, take out your cake, we're going to flip it over, tap it, then we're going to add our icing, keep it sexy, then we're going to cut it real smooth like, pull it out, admire the beauty. Now it's time to
What's
taste.
his name?
Super moist, warm, and delicious. Banana, pineapple, pound cake. Enjoy.
Don't I know him? What's his name?
I don't know. I will post it in the group, but
I know. I know him in real life. I can't think of his name.
you just gotta admit it was sexy. It was sexy. Bring it some cream.
I don't know.
Uh,
My pro in the business is not walking past my office. Yay! All right, number 20.
okay.
Number 20. Playing with my new. What is this? Pot. Okay. Is he gonna start playing a song?
I think he is.
Look at yourself in this moment. Ask yourself, how do you feel? All that you have is this moment. That's the only thing that's real. Look at yourself in this moment. Ask yourself, how do you feel? All that you have is this moment. That's the only thing that's real. I try to focus excitement, sit in the lotus alignment. The truth is that I want to know what's inside. And the Buddha said you'll never know till you try it. I sit in silence and steady my breathing. Try to see something I never believed in. I want to know every part of my soul, how it develops and how it unfolds.
All right.
All right, let's see.
All right. That's the man on the pot, y'all. Man on the pot.
Obsidian gold pots.
I know. Number 12. Okay. I think I know him too. That's great.
Stir it up.
Yeah, he's a Q dog from Texas. Nice guy.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
I just watched this video of Mamdani with Obama in a pre-K class in New York, and I've been hella emotional about it since I watched it, because these kids are freaking out because of Mamdani. They don't even seem to know who Obama is. But it's making me sad because it's like, as all this horrifying shit is happening politically, like the babies are seeing that. And I know we've talked about this before, but like, that shouldn't be a thing. They should not be forced to see the worst of humanity in the White House. But I, at the same time though, am very happy that they're still able to have people like Mamdani to look up to and have him as somebody that's worth getting excited about, because they were so excited. And I'm gonna play it.
I know who you are. I know who you are. Who is he? He's the mayor of New York City. I know your name.
You know my name?
Yeah, I know your name. What's his first name? That's his name is Man?
Like, look at that.
Oh my god.
I don't. Like, Obama's just like, I'm just here. It's the Mamdani show over here. I'm gonna leave y'all with this photo. Yeah. But this highlights how important local leadership is. Because even when the president is batshit insane,
Right.
you have local leaders that can be something worth looking up to.
I have
So
been on this
make sure you vote.
Yeah.
because I'm determined to make myself feel better about this shit show that we live in. Determined, and I will drag you along to make myself feel better. All right, go ahead and spin this wheel. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see. 17.
You know? So what they're doing there is whether they do like a wireframe,
Yeah.
one video and superimpose it on another, or which I'm sure they just, AI generated the picture. But what's so funny is that once you get the mechanics of someone's movement down, it does just easily translate to other people's bodies. Well, so like these AI dances you see.
Now I cannot deny or confirm that there may be other videos like that.
I mean, why wouldn't there be? You can make them infinitely.
In this field. Number 23.
Worry about it. Let me explain something to white people. Our hair comes out of our head naturally in a curly pattern. So when we're straightening it to follow your beauty standards, we are trapped by the straightness. That's why so many of us can't swim and we run away from the water. People won't go to the gym because we're trying to keep our hair straight for y'all. It is exhausting and it's so expensive and it takes up so much time. Braids are for y'all so we can work harder and focus on the work. So why do we need an act, an act of law to tell white folks to get out of our hair? Don't tell me how to wear my hair. Don't wonder about it. Don't touch it. Just don't. It just.
Yeah, that's so true. That is insane when you think about it. Not just that people have proposed a law to regulate discrimination based on hair, but that it's actually needed. Like people actually need it.
It's called the Crown Act. Look it up.
Yeah, that's
Number one.
My name's Barack. How you doing? And what's your names, guys?
My name is Sasha.
Sasha, I have a Sasha.
This is another point of view.
Who is he? He's the mayor of New York City.
These children, man.
I know your name.
You know my name?
Yeah, I know your name.
What's his first name? That's his name is Man. The bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. What's the? Who's gonna help me get up?
Yeah, learns that.
No idea who President Obama is. which is
Yeah,
you feel older than that.
yeah.
And spin, sugar. All right, number 22.
So a gynecologist is getting sued because they said they're only going to see biological women. And I'm like, what? I got questions. So there's a transgender woman in France and she sued a gynecologist because she wanted to see this gynecologist. And they were like, well, no, I only see biological women. And then I was like, wait a minute. A gynecologist deals with wombs, uteruses, fallopian tubes, periods, pregnancy. So if you don't have none of those, what exactly are we checking? That's like me walking into a mechanic shop. I ain't got no car, but I'm asking them to rotate my tires. What? Or me identifying as an astronaut and then being mad that NASA don't return my phone calls. What are we doing, folks? Now, I'm not trying to be messy, but at some point, logic has to show up in the conversation. And now I'm curious, do you all think that the gynecologist is wrong?
No.
Or should doctors be required to treat anybody based upon how they identify? Because at this point, honestly, I'm just trying to understand the rules.
What is he gonna do for her?
Well, that's assuming that he was fully male or female at birth. I mean, some people actually
At birth.
with So I'm just saying, like, some people actually show up with ambiguous genitalia.
Oh, but in this particular, I understand that. That's
Yeah.
another step. But in this case, he was born male. And he transitioned. Even if you transition, you still don't have what it needs to see the gyno.
Right. Like, if there is something that this person needs from the gynecologist and he's
What-
not getting what he needs, then yeah, that's a
What
problem.
does she need?
You know, the funny thing is, that's none of our business.
No, it is our business because the
It
problem.
really isn't, though, because if she can't get something from the gynecologist, that, you know, that's just a business transaction between two people. She's just saying, like, look, I want a cervix scan. You don't have a cervix scan.
But she don't have. She don't.
Exactly. So why is that any of our business? That is a transaction between her and her doctor.
Well, she made it
She
out
wants-
when she.
If she wants to waste money on a doctor that she doesn't need, that's her business. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's none of our business.
No, I disagree totally. I think that is ridiculous. If you
It
don't,
is ridiculous.
that's like me wanting.
So what? So what, man?
Well, here's the thing. Here's the so what. You're taking the spot of a woman that needs to see the doctor.
Not if you're not doing anything. If the doctor can't perform the act that you're asking them to do, they're not going to be there.
But you see, now you're just being contrary. But
It's
that's
true
what,
though. Like,
that's what the
we're already making assumptions that this person was born with male genitalia. We don't know that.
No, we do know that.
We don't know that.
The
Actually, we
article-
don't.
No, I went and found the article.
Because what I'm saying is that they're saying that they are trans doesn't necessarily mean that they were born with male genitalia.
Telling you, I understand that, and I
And
went
so-
for the article. When I read the article, this lady, and I'm going to give her
But
all.
what I'm getting at is, what's the problem? Ultimately, what's the problem? You say she's taking up someone's spot, right?
Right. Let's spin the wheel because I'll just go by grade.
Because I'm just saying, like, what are you talking about? She's still got to spend the money. The doctor's going to get paid. She's going to go to the doctor.
He's suing that doctor. He can lose his license because he can't treat her. He can potentially lose his license. He has to spend money to get an attorney for a lawsuit in the gym.
You can always get your attorney's fees back if it's not a legit lawsuit.
And then she gonna sue again because that was number 10.
Child, I'm at the Longworth building where I had to listen to this hearing with Captain Crazy, aka RFK. And I know a lot of y'all been distracted with the news of him cutting off raccoon cocks. But while y'all out here doing leg checks on Byron and Scott, while y'all looking for their kibbles and bits, I think y'all might have missed this.
You are not a doctor, have no formal medical training, and you've never parented a black child, and yet you are suggesting that the federal government should take black children away from their families and reparent them and send them off to some wellness farm instead of providing them with evidence-based.
You're just making stuff up.
I am absolutely not making this up.
And we got you on Candy camera, so why you got to lie, Craig?
Psychiatric drugs, which every black kid is now just standard put on Adderall, SSRIs, benzos, which are known to induce violence. And those kids are going to have a chance to go somewhere and get reparented.
This motherfucker is psychotic. He is trying to separate black children from their families and spreading misinformation and perpetuating harmful stereotypes that black children are violent. There's nothing more violent than what the fuck you're doing to the Department of Health. But this is what happens when we have a former drug addict that's anti-vax but didn't give a damn about putting that needle in his arm when he wanted that heroin. I don't know what's in the vaccines. You don't know what's in the vaccine. You didn't know what was in that motherfucking powder either, but it still went up your nose. And all I know is you're a racist piece of shit.
And sadly, y'all, he is the legacy of RFK. Good God Almighty.
Yeah.
I know he's turned over his grave several times. The Kennedy family can't even be reached for. They're like running down Boston streets. You know what I mean? Not wanting to be number 14. Not wanting to be bothered.
Breaking fucking news, and I can't make this up. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert last night released a spoof diss track for Pope Leo dissing Trump called They Not Pious. Here it is.
Enjoy.
Hold on, y'all. Look.
Pope also released this diss track. Hey, peppers on my beef, yo. Yo, you bro. You got JD. I got JC, though. You keep moving around the holy trio. I'm up in the Vatican. You're still in denial. I'm the holy see. You're the holy see in Io. I'm the FT file. Certified bestie with that certified pedophile. Let me do my prayer. They've had all my hair. See, think it's past time you retired. Well, Jesus a doctor and it's probably Alzheimer's.
That was a live reaction. What the fuck?
Again,
that was great.
That brought me joy. There is a rumor in the zeitgeist that Stephen Colbert will be showing up again. I don't doubt it, but
okay.
His last show is May 21st, 2026.
Oh, okay. Wow. That came
Number 13. Number 13 is in the
AKA Mr. Stretch Yourself. And the theme for April in Project Self-Love is alignment. You can't ask for peace while tolerating chaos. You can't ask for confidence by breaking promises to yourself. And you can't ask for elevation while you're living out of alignment. Alignment means your words match your habits, your standards, your beliefs, and your actions. Your boundaries should match your self-worth, and your actions should reflect your healing and growth. So, this lesson this month is simple. Emotional healing without behavior change is incomplete growth. Self-love is alignment. So here's your action for April if you choose to accept it. Do an internal audit of your life since it's tax season and ask yourself, where am I out of alignment in my relationships? My spirituality, my mindset, my discipline, my health, my finances. Pick one and make a shift this month to correct it. Simple, right? So if you say you value peace, then reduce drama. If you say you value growth, then reduce distraction so you can stay focused. Alignment creates confidence because you're honoring the things that bring you peace and respect to yourself. Inside Project Self-Love, guys, we build this type of integrity and mindset mastery. So if you're ready to live aligned, connect with us live on Relationship Rewind, or take the journey with us at Project Self-Love. Links in the bio, guys, because peace is alignment in action.
I worked so hard for my beard not to look like that.
Oh, God.
And I think to myself, when I see people with these incredibly funky, I'm like, why I'm serious, I'm like,
does it just mean like at some point it doesn't matter, or does it matter to? I don't know. Okay, number 4.
It doesn't matter to zeitgeist.
Right.
So hard to please.
Yeah.
Number 4.
I'm gonna tell you something, and y'all can't say this word. Punk, sassy, zesty, all those words are faggot with a silencer on it. Y'all are not slick. It's not all right. it's not okay. Just like how no random person can come up to you and call you bitch. A lot of times folks want a nickname that they didn't earn.
Don't call me no punk.
Don't call me no punk. I don't do that word. Why is it that y'all are so impossible for you to embrace certain terminologies, but yet you want people to respect you? You can't respect someone's pronoun. Or you can't fathom a feminine man that is also heterosexual.
Yeah.
The way they were talking about the word cis.
Oh, CIS.
Yeah, like being a cis woman.
Yeah.
It means you identify with the gender you were assigned to at birth.
And stop calling me cis.
You
That's
know
what I thought you was talking about.
You need to go to hell!
Honestly, it's moments like that where it's like I really want somebody to just educate my sis.
Yeah. And that's all it is.
Let us call each other in. We will have that conversation.
Yeah.
You have to be open. If we maneuvered our way of life by how people mistreat us, we would not get the things that we genuinely need.
Yeah.
Say that.
Yeah.
And that's I need to have a come to Jesus with women about that. Like, I think about that quite often because I don't necessarily have that issue, but I see it. I see it all the time. I see it. It's okay for them to call their feminine gay friend girl this and bitch that. No, it's not all right.
Yeah.
You cry about T.S. Madison. You cry about these things. You can't have it both ways, my love. Sorry I'm late, Sammy says, Greg, you wrong regarding the beard. Oh no, Mr. James. No, I'm saying, bro, I work hard. I pay you lots of money for a haircut.
And then you realize like some people just
I tease Malcolm all the time about not getting a haircut, and this ninja get up and 18.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing right now? This is China's brand new mosquito-sized spy drone that has the possibility to change covert warfare forever. Because this thing is only 2 centimeters long, weighs 0.3 grams, and has 2 tiny wings that flap 500 times per second. Its size makes it almost undetectable by conventional radar systems, and is so small that your brain probably wouldn't even notice it if it was in the same room as you. A student at China's National University of Defense Technology says that miniature bionic robots like this one are especially suited to information reconnaissance and special missions on the battlefield. But it is important to remember that this is only a prototype and still suffers from extremely limited power, and at this stage can be completely destabilized by even just a small gust of wind.
Yeah, so it's not whatever.
So it is.
sci-fi movie is all you have.
For real.
Yeah.
So it
No,
is.
it's real. It is real. It's in development. So, like, one of the things that some of those drones are going to need is some autonomous software so that someone doesn't have to pilot it from a distance.
Yeah. So programming though, listen. So we are at 4:41, but we're going to try to get through the wheel. If not, we'll run over. We don't do a Patreon today. But,
Right.
Shoot, if we don't, we're going to finish the wheel. Go ahead.
Okay, what are we on?
11.
Hygiene is cultural. And while those descendants of Europeans throughout the world and those descendants of Africans throughout the world have adopted different hygienic practices, we have to ask ourselves, where does that come from? Do you guys know that in West Africa, they had developed modern plumbing, hot water facilities in home, public bathrooms for everyone, not just the rich, and sanitation, while at the same time, the royal family and the court were peeing on walls, pooping on walls in the Palace of Versailles, and people in London were throwing their sewage outside of their windows into the city, and it was called the Big Stink.
Sensational.
So when we ask ourselves how we got to a place where people commonly say that Africa was undeveloped and thanks to European colonization, they brought modernity like development and sewage, that is a lie. Europeans told the world because they wrote the world's history in order to absolve themselves from what they actually did on the continent. In 1817, a British explorer named Thomas Bowditch was sent to Kumasi, which was then the capital of the Ashanti Empire in present-day Ghana. He was there on a diplomatic mission. He was so shocked when he got there, he had to write it down because he knew no one back home would believe him. What he found was a city divided into 77 wards, 27 named streets, some of them 100 yards wide, 2-story buildings with indoor plumbing, toilets that were flush with boiling water on the second floor, meaning they had figured out water pressure, pipe systems, multi-level waste removal in 1817. That had probably been developed a century prior. And Bodwich notes that in Kumasi also had public toilets on the outskirts of the city, meaning this just wasn't for wealthy people. These people were super cleanly and hygiene was important to them. He wrote that the streets never had sewage, never, unlike London. London was the capital of the empire that was about to colonize most of the world in the name of civilization. It used the Thames River as a toilet, human waste, animal waste, industrial runoff, all of it going into the same river that 8 private water companies are pulling drinking water from, effectively poisoning themselves and getting themselves sick. By 1857, 250 tons of raw sewage is entering the Thames every single day. And in the summer of 1858, a heat wave hit. The water level in the Thames dropped and centuries worth of waste starts baking in the sun. History calls this the Great Stink. Bodwich documented Ashanti plumbing in 1817. The Great Stink happened 41 years later. The British weren't more advanced, they were more aggressive. And that distinction matters because the entire justification for colonialism, the civilizing mission, the white man's burden of it all, rested on the idea that African people were primitive or savage, that they needed to be taught how to build, how to govern, how to live. But the Ashanti had named streets and indoor plumbing, while London was a public health catastrophe. The British were so averse to hygiene, they were throwing their own sewage into their drinking water supply. The savage Africans providing toilets for everyone, including the poor. When the British finally arrived, they burned Kumasi to the ground in 1874. They didn't destroy a primitive settlement. They destroyed a city that contradicted everything they claimed about Africa. They destroyed the evidence, but Bodwich wrote it down before they could burn it. They did the same thing with the Benin Wall, but the Benin Wall is one of the greatest wonders of human works to ever be built in the world, just second to the Great Wall of China. And the British couldn't get into the Benin Wall, so what did they do? They bombed it. I find it so disingenuous for people, especially those descendants of Europeans who always say that Africa was mud huts and no development, and that you guys would be in huts without us, you wouldn't have anything, when in fact, while the majority of Europe was in the dark ages, places like Timbuktu were thriving with universities and people trying to fly, and the African development was different, but it was developed in its own way. And Europeans only value Egypt, so they in their minds, the only developed place in Africa was Egypt and nowhere else. Meanwhile, the majority of the pyramids in the world are not even in Egypt. They're south of Egypt in Nubia. The playbook of colonialism is to rewrite history to make yourself the victor and absolve yourself from all of the pain you inflicted and the violence that you bestowed upon people. Coming into West Africa, burning the cities down, bombing the cities, destroying everything, flattening everything, and then documenting Africans of not having any development just so you can make a case for you going in and extracting resources from these people and human capital. Diabolical. But make sure you guys wash your legs today, wash your feet, wash your whole body from head to toe. Ciao, stay black.
Thank you.
Oh, God. Gosh.
I love that. It's a little history lesson.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll it. Sammy says, let's see. They done made, what is that? Yellow Jacket. I did right. All right.
I did post it, and I thought it was me as the doctor, and I thought it was me as the doctor, and I thought it was me as the doctor.
I don't know about you, but that doctor looks pretty Christ-like to me, and the internet agrees. There are memes galore showing him going to work in an OR, saying Trump's going to be the next guest star in the medical drama The Pit, and previewing what's sure to be this year's top Halloween costume. And there's more, showing Jesus Christ making house calls as a cardiologist. And here's what. Well, these memes are all in good fun. Donald Trump, the president of the United States, deleted the original image on Truth Social. That means that Donald Trump knew he had gone too far, and that this image of him as a doctor or as Jesus may have hit a nerve with his Christian base. And this all comes as Trump is getting into it with Pope Leo over the war in Iran. So we'll see if this comes back to bite Donald Trump down the line.
Did you see what his newest stunt was?
No.
So it was yesterday. I guess he found a pastor or somebody who said he's going to have a marathon reading session of the Bible, and he's going to read all about repentance. And he's showing. He's like, look, I've got a book, and I'm going to read it.
Colonizer's whole MO, kill, pillage. Yep, you're correct. Kill, pillage.
Oh, God.
Erased out of guilt. What's going on, Mr. Zuber? Hello.
Oh my God. Please tell me you're recording this. You are crazy.
I'm so
right now.
tired of you. I'm so tired of you.
Stop it.
So tired of you.
You are making this so much worse. Please tell me you're recording this, please. You are going to lose custody of getting in for this. Why would you do this?
Why would I lose custody when you...
Look at you. You broke my fucking window.
Let go.
Can you stop? Like, what the fuck? Stop. Can you? Oh, no, we need to call someone.
Okay.
Like, this is actually ridiculous.
Yep.
Excuse me? That was the most calmest, chaotic shit I ever motherfucking seen. Cause, sir, why was the pedal not to the floor?
Correct.
You like that big linebacker asshole. Cause how the fuck was she gripping the fucking glass like that? Like,
no, she all cut up, bro.
love will make you do some crazy motherfucking things, baby. Ooh, fuck love.
Oh, God.
That's what you give a fucking with a white bitch.
Oh, God. He sounded so dirty, too. He's like, oh, look at what the fuck?
And y'all know she was barefooted. I'm just saying. Know that bitch.
Gen Z, come on to the front of the congregation because y'all kind of quiet right now. See, I noticed something, and I don't think I'm the only one that sees it. Gen Z, y'all had smoke for Joe Biden. Y'all had smoke for Kamala Harris. Y'all had smoke for Democrats in general. But when it comes to Donald Trump and the Republican Party, suddenly it's nothing but cricket. Yeah. All that fight, all that fire y'all had, it kind of just disappeared. It's almost like y'all only into social rebellion when it's cool to be rebellious. Because see, what I notice is y'all don't push back against power. Y'all push back against whatever social media tells you that you're supposed to be mad about. That's not leadership. That's group chat activism. And now I see some folks out here going, who's going to fix this? You. Because see, the same people who helped to get us here, they're not going to save you. Am I the only one noticing that Gen Z got real quiet when it was time to challenge conservatives? Or are y'all seeing it too?
Yeah.
Very quiet.
Definitely.
Because they know their ass was wrong. I want to know where those goddamn Palestine bros at.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what about Palestine?
I've been noticing for years that the Trump cult is absolutely obsessed with Barack Obama. So I decided to do some research to try and find out why the MAGA cult is so obsessed with Obama. Barack Obama has not been president for 10 years, and MAGA can't stop talking about him. They're literally obsessed with the man. They try and blame him for things that are happening today. That's not random. There's a psychological reason for that, although it seems a little creepy. Here are the 4 reasons the Trump cult is obsessed with President Obama. 1. The psychological wage of whiteness. In 1935, sociologist W.E.B. Du Bois at Atlanta University studied poor white Americans. White Americans, even the poor ones, with no money and no power, felt superior to black Americans. Not because they earned it, but because for 250 years the entire system told them they were superior to black people. The law said it, the church said it, the culture said it. Du Bois called it the psychological wage of whiteness. This is a status payment people collect just for being white, a floor that white people couldn't fall beneath. Then Barack Obama became president. He occupied the highest status role in the country. That destroyed the floor. And when a status floor breaks, people don't quietly adjust. They backlash. Obama didn't just win an election. He took something they didn't even know they were depending on. They didn't earn this special status, but they thought it was stolen when Barack Obama got elected. And they've been trying to take it back ever since. 2. Social identity threat. Psychologist Henry Teifel at the University of Bristol spent decades studying in-group conflict. What he found was when a member of an out-group outperforms the in-group, the psychological response is not one of admiration, but hostility. Teifel called this social identity threat. A failed black president would have confirmed the Trump cult's worldview, but Obama being polished, competent, scandal-free, and widely respected by world leaders made it impossible to call him incompetent. The better Obama performed, the more threatening he became to the cult. Not because of his policies, but because his success directly contradicted everything they believe about the natural order of things. He wasn't supposed to be better. He wasn't supposed to be a gentleman and a scholar, and yet he was. That doesn't just go away. When weak, mediocre people see someone they believe was inferior reach the highest office in the country, they don't get inspired. They become filled with rage. They feel lied to, and they need someone to blame for the hate and rage. That target is Obama. Everything they could never be. 3.
Yeah. That's a real deal.
It is. It is. Sorry to get to 3 and 4, but
Oh, no, it's fine.
tune in next week. Real fun. All right, what we got right here. Let's talk about some of these.
Real quick, the craziest thing about that fake ass DoorDash granny propaganda stunt wasn't that they thought that the internet didn't exist and that we somehow wouldn't know who that was if she just cut her hair and changed the color. They really think we all this stupid. They know half the country's stupid, but they think we all that stupid. The craziest part wasn't that. They tried to make it look like the average hard-working citizen can just ring the doorbell, come on into the gate, get past security and Secret Service, and hand the shittiest food to the shittiest human being on the planet. That wasn't the craziest part. The craziest part wasn't that they tried to make it look like, oh, this lady is praising the no tax on tips policy from this guy, and she just wanted to thank him for the no tax on tip policy that's helping her pay for her cancer treatment for her husband. Because first of all, the no tax on tips thing is bullshit. You do get taxed on tips. It's weird that you can go look the shit up and people are still choosing just to take the word of a fucking liar. But anyway, the craziest thing about that whole bullshit DoorDash granny story is she says she has to do DoorDash because she can't afford the cancer treatments for her husband. The dude that she's delivering the food to is literally directly responsible for why she has to do DoorDash and why her husband can't afford the cancer treatment. So instead of criticizing him in front of the world to see, because your husband need the help, right? This is the story you told us. You praising him for fucking you and your husband over? You're cheering the guy that is the reason why instead of enjoying your retirement, you have to go do DoorDash.
All the way.
I don't understand what power this dude still has over y'all. So maybe y'all too scared to call him 9. By the way, I don't understand it. Anyway, focus.
Yeah.
The shittiest part about that whole video, though, is that DoorDash chose to be a part of it. DoorDash chose to support a literal criminal, a suspected pedo who is protecting other pedos. DoorDash is choosing to support this guy, this version of this guy. Not the 2016, we don't know what's going to happen with him. No, the 2026, we know what the fuck he's doing version. DoorDash said, we are going to back you when this, you can wear our logo in this propaganda video. My entire point is this. DoorDash, these other corporations, these celebrities, when they tell you who they are, fucking listen. DoorDash wouldn't be a corporation without your money, so why the fuck do you keep giving them your money? These celebrities wouldn't be millionaires if you didn't give them your money, so why do you keep giving them your money? DoorDash made a choice to say, fuck the people that made us the corporation. We're going to side with the billionaire who is fucking over the people that made us a corporation. I don't know how much more clearer they can make it. You don't have to give these people your money. The only thing these corporations respect is green. Respect yourself.
Yeah.
all support it. We ain't got no choice. Fuck, we
Yeah,
gonna
I know.
Uber supports him.
Pretty much. I was gonna say Uber's worse than DoorDash.
Yeah.
Like I think.
Before you do this, let me read some comments here. Mr. Stuber says hello.
A lot of Americans probably don't know this, but when Margaret Thatcher was laid to rest, the #2 song on UK iTunes was Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead. So, as Americans, we have to ask ourselves, how are we going to top that?
Okay, hold on. We have some comments. Hold on.
Okay.
How we're gonna do it as Americans, but let's see. Ty says colonizers will a motherfucker that they will kill and plague and do all and try to erase the guilt. That's true. Mr. Super says hello, gentlemen. Hey. Ty says, what end is that window made out of? That's what. Hey, listen. I don't know that bitch. You know she all cut up, right? That's the point.
Yeah.
She's
For
all
sure. She was out of her mind. She was clearly
out of her mind. But that's what you get when you know your baby.
It happens.
And she
Snap.
and I just told Malcolm she probably got no shoes on. Definitely. Male Media Mind too. What's up, Male Media Mind chat? What's going on? Simply Deep 1985. Thank you for joining us. Ty, the CEO of DoorDash, used to be very democratic, but now he aligns with Donald Trump. So here's the thing. So you have a multi-million-dollar corporation.
Yeah.
You have a madman in power. Says, if you don't support me, I'm going to do something to your corporation. So kind of blame him, but kind of don't. So I don't know. It's one of those.
I mean, it's kind of like when we invade a country like Afghanistan, you have to pretend to be, aligned with the Americans until they leave. I mean, that's basically what they did, right? They just went along with Americans until we left, and when we left, they just took back over.
And that's all they're gonna do. So
That's all they're gonna.
Simply Deep. This is Male Media Mind is a podcast network. We have several different shows on the week. We start off the show with this one Monday afternoons with Greg and Malcolm. We talk about politics. We spin a wheel. We talk about politics, whatever goes on the wheel, comedy, those type of things. Join us on Facebook. And so the ideal is that then we have one more. The idea is that you join into, right? So like I host a Saturday sit down. We have a book club. I'll follow along with the on Sundays we do a nerd situation with my man Comic Blurred. My man Thick Knight. Malcolm also has another podcast called the M3 Bearcast, hosted by himself, where that's audio only. We talks about some of the topics he talks about Wednesday nights. We have a special correspondent, John Jay. You can follow him on the Double J Chronicles. Please do. You can follow him also on Facebook. We have a website on Beyonce's internet, MeetMyLive.com. We give you the list of shows, times they have. And we have new content. We have new content coming to you next month. We also, and most shows, do an after show on Patreon. www.patreon.com/MaleMediaMind2. I'm sorry, /MaleMediaMind. So you stand it too. I apologize.
Yeah, and I think I would like to do a book for May, which is coming up in a week. But if you're a patron and you want to be a part of the book club, inbox me. I might do a little session on how you can play the books on either Android or iOS, because I think that could be an issue. But if you're interested, I can show you how. It's pretty good. I've been enjoying basically the book that I'm about to assign, if anyone is up for the homework, is a novel by Bob the Drag Queen, and it's about Harriet Tubman. It's pretty awesome. So
I've already read it at my end of the game.
Yeah, so
it's a really good, interesting premise. Very good, not a hard read. Yes.
No, it's not. It's a fun, it's a fun read, and it's good. So
actually, simply, we're actually live on YouTube talking to kind of thousands of people. We have one more topic in the wheel. For example, let's play the last.
Yeah, I think that was the last one.
No, I think it's one more, unless you did not remove.
I did not remove. I remove it before I spin. So if there's one left,
Oh, two left. Good. Right, I thought so. So here's the premise right here. We spin the wheel, play the video, and we talk about it. There you go. Number 7.
Listen up, you crazy satanic bastards. You make a deal with us, or else! I'm not joking! I'll kill your women and children!
Women and children, yeah. Listen. If you live and give us billions of your taxpayer dollars, we will tell the world you won.
Deal! 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 Wait, what about Hormuz?
We run Hormuz.
It's still a good deal! I'm a deal maker!
I think what is so burning Trump right now is that one of his signature pledges of becoming president in 2016 was to get us out of that horrible deal that Obama signed in 2015, literally as he was leaving presidency. He was just trying to be a dick to,
President Obama.
Yeah, trying to be a dick to President Obama. So the new deal that they're hammering out now is literally just a worse version of a deal that he said was the worst deal we've ever made. So you're saying you were going to step down from that. Okay. And you allowed them this $1 billion enterprise, which they were not involved in before. Because they were just saying, well, we might as well get our economy back.
Yes.
Like, charging a toll-free, toll through this area.
But luckily, hopefully, it'll all be over. We have those kind of topics usually. Swag and Malcolm usually tackle those on Tuesday. So we have to go check out the page, www.youtube.com/MailMediaMind2. It will give you a list of upcoming shows and times. Well, the next show you'll see is, if this was in May, you'll see me again at 7 p.m. I don't know.
We'll work it in there now.
Again at 7 p.m. for M3 mixtape. We talk about music. My man, Randy. We get it together. All that good stuff. But Swag is tomorrow night, 7 p.m. The time for the Swag Suite, where you find out is any segment of our population okay. They're not.
No, they're not. It's like, I'll notice.
On YouTube or the web, www.mailmediamindlive.com, and we will.
Yeah, we'll see you on the next episode.
And thanks, guys. We'll see you. Thank you for your patronage. We appreciate it. Sammy, stop being late on.